Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another book video. Today I will be having my boyfriend pick my reads.
Wait, but if you think about it, that's kind of a red flag because who taught him how to braid hair?
I support women's rights, but most importantly, I support women's wrongs.
I like strong female leads.
When am I ever wrong? 5 stars. Oh my god.
He knows he doesn't make mistakes.
Dead women in her basement. 1 star. Don't waste your time. Don't read this. Don't touch the book. Leave it.
Oh no.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
So the way this is gonna work is I'm literally just gonna give him free reign to both of my bookshelves to pick whatever it is he wants me to read, and I think he knows about which books I've already read, so it shouldn't be that hard. And then if you want to know what any of the books are about, just ask me and I'll give you a summary if I know what the book's even about. But you can just pick whatever one you want.
So I know you read all these. I think I know what book.
I know exactly what book you're gonna pick. I already knew from the start which book you were gonna pick.
It has to be here somewhere. I know what book I'm picking.
Oh my gosh. I knew it. We have our first book picked. He's been wanting me to read this book since he bought it for me 2 years ago. And every time I'm reading a book, he asks me when I'm gonna read Powerless. So I'm reading Powerless. I'm actually genuinely excited for this. I know I'm gonna love it. Everybody loves it. The only reason I've been putting it off is because my expectations are so high and I don't want that to ruin my perception of the book. So
Right.
I'm excited though. I think I'm gonna like it. What do you think I'm gonna rate it?
I think you're gonna rate it an 8+.
No. Out of 5 stars.
Probably like a 4.8.
4.8.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna give it a 5, but
Really?
I don't know.
Because
We'll
I think
see.
your expectations are probably too high.
I did start it, but I only got to page 2.
Oh.
Let's read Powerless. Hey guys, good morning. I have a little Powerless update. I started it last night, but I haven't gotten too far. But I've gotten far enough to where I can give you guys a quick summary. So from what I've collected from the 3 chapters I read, this book takes place in the kingdom of Ilya, I think is how you pronounce it. So decades ago there was a plague that came across Ilya, and when the plague came, it separated the kingdom into 2, which was elites and ordinaries. The elites have superpowers and the ordinaries do not, and so they lived in harmony like that for a couple more decades until I think like a new king came into the kingdom. And if I'm not mistaken, based off the map, because I am gonna start using maps in fantasy books because they actually are useful, but the kingdom is called... When the new king came, he decided that the people who did not have powers must have some kind of underlying disease that restricted them from getting powers. So he is banning all of the ordinaries, and our main female character, our FMC Peyton, does not have any powers. She is an ordinary, and so she's kind of sneaking around acting like she has superpowers by saying she's psychic, but she's just super duper smart, and she just pretends she's psychic by analyzing a person and observing them, and then like, I don't know, she sneaks around like that. So people think that she is an elite when she's really a ordinary, and she's kind of just living her life, sneaking around, whatever. And that's about how far I've gotten now. But based off the summary that I've read and what I've heard other people say, what's gonna happen is she's gonna end up saving Prince Kai, which is, he's in the kingdom, and I think he also believes that ordinaries need to be banned. She ends up saving him from something, and in doing that she ends up having to go to these trials, which is basically like a competition with all the elites where they showcase their powers, and she doesn't have powers, so she's kind of screwed. So she ends up having to go through these trials, and I don't know how she's gonna get through them, but if she gets caught, she is going to die because she is an ordinary and she is supposed to have powers, and now she's in these trials where she does not have powers. And also King Kai, or Prince Kai, whatever the heck, does not know that she doesn't have powers. And I'm pretty sure they're obviously he's the MMC, so they're having a little, they're gonna fall in love and whatever, and I guess he doesn't know she's an ordinary. So that's the plot of the book. I could probably give you guys more details as I continue the book, but my thought so far is I'm actually enjoying it so far. I really like the FMC. She's really smart, which I feel like in fantasy books the FMC, they're not always, if you've read a fantasy book, they tend to showcase the FMC as like a very weak, tiny little individual, but Peyton, so far I'm not getting that vibes, which thank you, because I like strong female leads. But that's basically the premise of the book. I'll probably be able to give you guys a better, more full summary as I continue reading, but so far I'm enjoying it. I mean, I'm really not that far, but based off what I'm reading, I'm getting to know the characters a little bit. I don't really know Kai that much, but I know Peyton, and I like her so far. She hasn't done anything to make me mad, so far I'm liking her. She's really, really smart, which I really like. and I'm excited to see where this goes. I am about to go to the gym and I'm probably gonna listen to the audiobook while I work out. Anyways, I'm going to the gym. I will update you guys when we get a little bit further into the book, but so far so good. I'm excited to see how this goes.
Crumpled uniform and smell of whiskey on his breath.
Oh my gosh, okay, don't mind me. I just got back from the gym, so I'm like all gross and sweaty and sneaky, but I have updates. I have updates. Okay, so I'm a little bit farther in the book, and you know, at first I was like, you know, he's cute, like he's cute, you know, you got a little dimp, he's cute, but like I'm not sold on him. And then this was the test. Like when I was listening to the book, I was like, okay, this is the test to see if I'm gonna love this man or not. And he passed. If you guys know what I'm talking about, it's basically the scene where he goes to that family's house and search for there being an ordinary and what he does to said ordinary. And then the fact, like, okay, I know this is the bare minimum, like him not killing a literal child, but like this quote is really what sold it. Like after he saved the child, I was like, okay, you know, okay, you know, he's warming up to me. But then he said this to her: every girl deserves something equally as pretty and as deadly as they are. I mean, I know he's a fictional character written by a woman, but still, it still got me. And then whenever they replayed the scene where he bumped into Peyton for the first time, and the fact that he sensed that she was an ordinary and did nothing about it. And he said, and I quote, he said, "You're tired, you're injured, it could be a mistake." He knows he doesn't make mistakes. He's just down bad for her and he doesn't want to admit it. Also, why are they giving Violet and Xaden? I looked up fan art and it's literally Violet and Xaden. I think after I looked at that fan art, I was immediately intrigued. Oh my gosh, I just, you know, I like this book. He doesn't make mistakes. With the trials that are going to happen in this book, I'm really hoping it gives what The Serpent and the Wings of Night did not give me. That book did not deliver for me, and honestly, that kind of broke me a little bit because I was really looking forward to reading that book and I did not like it. But I'm hoping that this gives me what that book was missing to me, and so far, it is. And then also more background. Basically, I found out that the king that wants to ban all the ordinaries is Kai's father, and Kai is the prince, and Kai's role as the prince is the enforcer, where essentially his dad sends him out to go kill ordinaries, and that's his job. He kills ordinaries. Peyton is an ordinary. I'm gonna love this. One thing I really like about this book is that with a lot of books, you see the MMC save the FMC as like their little meet cute. I mean, in like fantasy type books, that's usually what it is. Like the main male character saves the female main character from something. But in this one, the FMC actually saved the MMC, which I actually enjoyed a lot more than I thought I would. And she did it for reasons that aren't just like, oh, he's attractive, I need to save. No, like usually with fantasy books, it's like, oh, she's hot, like I need to save her. But no. Not with Powerless. And also, this is literally giving me the selection vibes so hard, with also a mix of Serpent and the Wings of Night, but that's just because of the trials. So it's like Hunger Games / the selection. I don't know, that's the vibes I'm getting right now, like dystopian, kind of the 100, but I kind of relate every dystopian book to the 100, so I'm a little bit biased on that part. But when it comes to fantasy or like romantasy books, my main fault is forgetting the characters' names. It's so bad. I would be lying if I told you I knew who all the characters in Fourth Wing are besides Xaden and Violet. I barely even remember their names. Like, I don't remember anybody's name in a fantasy book, especially because there's so many characters in fantasy books. Like, okay, I'm sorry I keep talking about Fourth Wing, but it's literally like the only other fantasy book I've read that I can relate this to. But with Fourth Wing, my dilemma was that I didn't feel emotionally connected to any of the characters only because I didn't know their names. So then whenever some of them died, or like whenever things would happen to some of them, I wouldn't feel that emotional pull that I should have because I had no idea who they were. So I'm not making that mistake with Powerless. I have a tab that's called Remember This, and every time I'm introduced to a new character, I tab them. So far we have Jax, Lenny, Blair, Ace, Braxton, Sadie, and Hera. Is that how you say your name? Hera? Those are the characters that I've tabbed. Who knows, maybe one of those characters will, I don't know, maybe this is subtle foreshadowing, like maybe one of those characters will really strike a nerve later in the book, but as of right now, those are the characters that I've noted that I want to remember. Maybe none of them matter. but I'm gonna make sure I know so I can always go back and see who dies or like what happens to somebody, because I never freaking I never remember character names, and I'm not making that mistake. I told my boyfriend all about what the book is about. I tried not to tell him that I was enjoying it. Like, I kind of just said, do you want to know what the book is about? And I kept talking about it. I didn't want to talk about it because I don't want him to guess my rating, but like I couldn't stop talking about it, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, I'm gonna read, maybe listen to the audiobook while I crochet for the rest of the night, and I will see you guys tomorrow for more updates. Before I get into my thoughts on the book, as you guys may or may not know, I am a small business owner of my own little crochet store, and I want to talk to you guys about the website builder that made my job so easy. That is none other than Squarespace. One of the features I love about Squarespace is the cutting edge design tool. With Squarespace's Blueprint AI tool, I was able to create my website like that with design recommendations that fit my brand's aesthetic. I'm also loving how easy it is to set up online stores with Squarespace. I can list my crochet pieces, manage inventory, and process payments all in one place. It's been a big time saver and makes my shop look very professional. Whether you're starting a crochet business or anything else, Squarespace makes it simple to create a beautiful, functional website that's perfect for showcasing your work and growing your brand. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial when you're ready to launch, and you can go to squarespace.com/my URL, which is on the screen, to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. Again, that's 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain if you head to squarespace.com/Cameron Kane and enter the code Cameron Kane. Now, onto my thoughts. Okay, I'm out the gym. I know, I look gross. I got in an early gym session so I can spend an hour reading in my car. I hate when I'm reading and my brain reminds me that these are like fictional characters and they're never gonna be real, and you're reading a book and this is not your life. This is the book. I don't like when my brain does that. He is not braiding her hair, bro. He is not braiding her hair. No, they're really pushing that written by a woman agenda. Like, this man is literally braiding her hair. It gets to a certain point. Wait, but if you think about it, that's kind of a red flag, because who taught him how to braid hair if it wasn't his mom? Okay, I feel like we're getting a little bit unrealistic with the little psychic narrative, because I'm starting to be convinced that she's actually psychic. Like, the stunts that she's pulling are a little bit too realistic in my opinion. Like, how could she possibly know that about somebody? And I'm talking about whenever they did the whole showing their powers thing, like in Hunger Games, where they show their powers so they can get votes from the people. That's what they're doing right now. And it's literally, how did she know that? Because how does she know that? Like, I'm genuinely convinced she's psychic, and in the next book we're gonna find out that she's actually psychic or something. Like, I don't know. Okay guys, I have a theory. It's not a spoiler or anything, but I theorize that in Powerless, because they have a Powerful is the novella. I'm guessing that it's gonna be about her friend, what's her name? Arena? What's her friend? Adina. I think Powerful is gonna be about Adina, and I'm hoping Kit. That's my hopes, because that's just my prediction. I don't like the way that Peyton treats Kit. I feel like she's a little bit rude, a little bit like she's putting this notion on him that's false. Like, she's putting this light on him that's bad because of what his father did to her father. But like, I really genuinely think Kit is a good person. I don't think he's gonna end up being a bad guy, and the way that she treats him is just pissing me off. Like, she needs to be nicer to him. I don't know, I feel like she's being really mean to him, and it's just, he's so sweet. Like, he's so sweet, and she's like no, you know what I mean? OMG, they can go get Adina. Guys, there's gonna be a ball. I'm not leaving this car until that scene happens. I'm not leaving this car until I read the scene about the ball. I love when there's a ball in a book, or even just a party. Like, I just love, because something always happens, always. So I'm not leaving until I read about it. I genuinely love Adina. She's the sweetest little cutie girl ever. Okay. Dance lessons! Oh my gosh. I don't know how I feel about him calling her darling. Like, aren't they like 16? No. I think I looked it up. I think he's 19, but still. Darling. I don't think I like that. Yeah, I don't like Blair. Don't like her. She's Giving pick me, choose me, love me. But honestly, if I was her, I would too. I would too. Oh my gosh. She wore a silver dress to match her hair. I love the description of her dress. I'm imagining this like beautiful gown and it matches her hair. Yeah, Adina ate with that one. With the knife, with the slit and then her knife. Yeah. Ew. I don't know if you're taught this in the slums, so let me enlighten you. Ilia's kingdom color is green, not silver. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, the trials are tomorrow, finally. No, honestly, I don't mind that like this whole first chunk of the book has been like not character building, but like plot building and not necessarily the trials yet. I thought that would annoy me because I would want to get like straight to the trials, but I have not been minding just like the 2-week period of them just being in the castle, not the castle, the kingdom, the castle, right? Are they in a castle? I don't know. Them just being in the palace or whatever and just like seeing their mundane everyday life, like their training and everything. I actually don't mind that as much as I thought I would. I kind of enjoy it. So I'm not mad. Like, I didn't even notice that we haven't gotten to the trials yet. So that says a lot. You're a vision. She is, isn't she? She is. I am. Oh my gosh. She literally, there was just a who did this to you scene, but it was her saying it to him. Stop. I stumble down the steps, taking them 2 at a time. I nearly twist my ankle in the deadly contraption that my heels are before ungracefully flinging them to my... That was beautiful. But I've been here for too long. I'm gonna go home now. What's your favorite color? I spin her if only to give myself some time to think. I'd never thought about what my favorite color was before. It never seemed important. Not until I looked into a pair of ocean blue eyes and realized that perhaps drowning was a beautiful thing. How do you even think of that? And here's another one. You thought it was done, it's not. Here's another one. So I said her name again and again. I finally let myself do it. Let that last piece of attachment to her lock into place. Just saying her name felt intimate, personal somehow. And now I forever want her name on my lips, rolling off my tongue until I'm drunk on the taste and sound of it. Right. This is so freaking intense. Like, I need to record me reading the rest of this book because I'm feeling so many emotions right now and I want to capture them on camera so I'll forever be able to look back at this because I'm really going through. I'm on like the last 50 pages. So if you know, you know. We're gonna do this via audiobook so then my eyes don't skip to the bottom of the page and spoil everything for me. I ran out of Spotify listening hours, so we resorted to YouTube. It's on YouTube for free. I recommend this thumbnail. It's the exact same one on Spotify. It'll probably get taken down by the time y'all see this, but maybe it won't. Oh my gosh, Kai doesn't even know yet. He's wondering why Kit's so mad. Oh no, I hate betrayal. She's so smart. Something's about to happen. Oh my gosh, y'all are so slow. I need to speed up the audiobook. Like, I need to know what's about to happen. Oh no, please don't tell me. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me. I knew it. I knew it. No. Okay, but no, but he was a child, so. Oh my gosh. The irony. Oh shoot. Oh no. Is it? Oh, this is intense. This is intense. Kai doesn't miss. My pretty Pei, what have you done to me? He can't do it. I'm out of yarn. I need a break. I need a breather. I need a second. I'm terrified. Run, run. He's not joking. No, I can't. I can't listen to the rest of this. Forget me not. Forget me not, since you always seem to be forgetting who I am. Right.
Has binocular vision.
What?
Did you know the T-Rex has binocular vision just like us?
Wow.
With the eyes on the front of its head instead of the side.
Really?
So, yeah,
But I thought chickens were descendants of T-Rex. Okay, I finished the book. I have to be emotionalist right now because you're here, so you can't know my rating. Can you step out so I can talk to my friends?
Okay.
Thank you. 5 stars. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't think I'll ever recover from this book. This is probably, this is God tier. This is God tier. This is top 3 books I've ever read in my entire life. This book right here, oh my gosh, everything about this book was absolute perfection. The plot twists, everything exceeded my expectations. I didn't even know I could enjoy a book this much. Like, guys, I'm like, oh, it's over. But like, it's not over like Fourth Wing was over. Because when Fourth Wing was over, it was like, okay, well, the first book is over, and I'm not like, it's over, dang, you know. But with this book, I'm like, it's over, but I know the second one's gonna be good too because of the way this one ended. With the way Fourth Wing ended, it was like, oh well, I'm never gonna experience that feeling again. But like, I still think I can experience that feeling with Reckless, which I actually did buy yesterday. I took my little happy butt to Target and bought the other 2 yesterday because I knew I would love this book. I knew it was 5 stars the second I started it. I just didn't want to tell you guys that because that would have ruined the experience. But yeah, God tier. I don't even have any more words. It is so good. I'm gonna read you guys a couple of quotes that like really, you know, sealed the deal for me. But I'm not gonna read all of them because I want you guys to experience Powerless as fully as I did. So I'm just gonna read you guys like a couple quotes to convince you to read it. Okay, this is him talking to her. You promised that I could touch you when I was sober. My breath hitches and the corners of my lips twitch in response. I was not expecting him to say that. I was not even expecting him to remember my hasty promise from the ball. He ducks his head, his mouth suddenly a breath away from mine once more. I'm never sober around you, Pay. Never not drunk on every detail that is you. Oh, you thought it was over? No. Beads of water joined the light freckles dusting her nose. All 28 of them. Did that just register to you? Like, he counted her freckles. He counted her freaking freckles. All 28 of them. He counted her freckles. Okay, I'm not gonna read you guys any more quotes because like the rest of the quotes, I want you guys to experience them for yourself. I guess. Okay. Your original guess was 4 point something, I think, or 3 point something.
It was 3.5 to 4.8.
Is that really what it was?
Yeah. Probably like a 4.8. I think your final rating out of 5 stars is 4.7.
Alright, this book 3 stars. I'm joking. This book was 5 stars!
5 stars?
Yes!
There's no way that's a perfect...
This is in my God tier series. I told you I would like this book. That's why I kept avoiding it.
Oh my gosh. Let's go. I'm so happy. Yes, it was worth it.
I told you I would like this book. I told you it would be my favorite.
What is it about? I know nothing about this book.
I told you what it was about yesterday.
Tell me more.
I literally told you the whole summary.
Oh.
You know, I looked it up today in class because I was telling my friend about the book and like I was making her read it. And the next book comes out in like 3 days.
Oh my god, this is like... Bro, why does everything have to be meant to happen? This is crazy.
Bro, let me tell you how it ends.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. I like this book more than Fourth Wing.
What? No way.
Yeah. We're gonna put this on the back burner because we're going to Target so you can pick my next book.
Okay.
I'm giving him free range to the whole Target store and he's just gonna pick whatever he wants. I'll tell him if I know anything about the book, but that's it. I'm just gonna let him pick what he wants. If he wants to pick Diary of a Movie Kid, he can pick Diary of a Movie Kid. Okay. But hopefully you get another 5-star God tier. Like, you're starting off strong. Like this, I'm hard to please.
Okay. Have you read these?
Yes, my babes. Well, no, I haven't read Iron Flame. Well, I'm in the middle of Iron Flame. Oh, I don't do those types of thumbnails.
What are you
I
gonna
do
do?
cute thumbnails. No.
Yes, I've read the Freedom McFadden ones. I haven't read Locked Door. Yeah, I've read that. No,
Bro, they look exactly the same.
because it's the same author.
Wolf Girl. Show them your picks.
So starting off first, I picked out this one right here.
I don't know what this is about, but I know it's a thriller. Next book.
Next book is Gothicana.
Gothicana by Runix. If you guys, hey, you gotta show them the next one. If you guys know, I just finished the Dark Verse series by her. I think I'm on the last book right now. I am on the last book right now. I'm on the Syndicator, but Gothicana, again, don't know what it is, but I know it's a dark romance.
Next book is,
I don't know what Flock is about, but I do know people say it's really deep.
last one is
1,000 Boy Kisses. People say this makes them sob profusely. Don't know what it's about either.
Gothicana.
Gothicana is our next read. I'm excited. We forgot to do what he predicts I'm gonna rate the book. So what do you think what do you predict I'm gonna rate the book? And then I'll tell you what I predict I'm gonna rate.
Honestly, I think this book is gonna get a 3.5.
3.5 is your guess?
3.5, yeah.
My guess is a 3.
Wow.
My guess is a 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna just leave it at that. Okay guys, I have some updates on Nocticadia. Damn near. I'm just kidding. I have some updates on Gothicana, and where do I even start? I'm currently about that much into the book. Literally not that far, but I have so many thoughts. Like, I looked up this book on Goodreads to put it on my currently reading, and I got a little nosy and I scrolled down to the reviews, which I should have never did. I scrolled down to the reviews and I saw that literally every person that I follow on Goodreads, all the people I trust my book taste with, all hated this book. Like, not hated it, but we're all like, yeah, no, it fell flat for me. Like, it disappointed me, you know, it wasn't what I expected. And so that already dwindled my hopes a little bit, and I kept scrolling. Every review, 1 star, don't waste your time, don't read this, don't touch the book, leave it alone. Okay, I'm not gonna falter, you know, like, maybe that's just their opinion, not mine. So then I go on YouTube to see if there's a audiobook of the book, so see, like, you know, maybe I can get it for free. I looked up Gothicana. Every YouTube video, save your time, don't watch this book, don't watch this book, don't read this book sucks, don't do this, don't do that. Okay, so now my expectations are negative. Depleted, gone, dead. So that actually like scared the heck out of me, but I was like, you know what, no, I'm gonna create my own opinion. I'm not gonna let these other reviews falter or like change how I want to feel about the book. And I'm glad that I didn't, because if I'm being honest, I'm really enjoying this book. I'm really enjoying this book. A lot of people say that it's like a knockoff Nocticadia, but I think that's just dark academia romance. Like, dark academia romance is all this vibe, and this vibe is my newfound obsession. I need you guys to comment every good dark academia book. I don't care what genre it is. Romance, fantasy, thriller, I don't care. Just give me a dark academia recommendation and I will read it. Because this genre, it's doing it for me. Like, I wish I was reading this in the spooky fall time, because that's like exactly when I need it. That's when I read Nocticadia, and I think that's where my love for dark academia started, because I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with the vibe that this whole book has. Okay, well, let me tell you guys what the book is about. So from what I've gathered, we have our FMC, which her name is Corvina. I love that name. So we have Corvina, and she basically kind of grew up very, I don't want to say isolated from the world, but she, from what we've gathered, because they don't talk about her past at all, like, you kind of figure it out as you read the book, so I don't know much about her, but she didn't grow up very social. She kind of stayed in her little bubble with her and her mom. She didn't really talk to anybody. They kind of kept to themselves in their own little place, and it's dark academia gothic. Like, of course she's like, you know, a little bit into, like, she's a little witchy, she's a little this, a little paranormal, you know, she hears ghosts and whatnot, you know, the normal. So that's kind of her vibe. And one day she gets a letter from the University of Varenmore, and they're telling her, like, hey, if you come to our school, we'll give you a full ride scholarship. You could just, you know, come for free. It's this mysterious university. She's never heard of it. Nobody's ever heard of it. And she's just like, you know what? I'm here by myself. I'm bored. I'm gonna go. So she goes to this university, and oh my goodness, this is like the gates to the university, and this is the university. It's like, it's a castle. It's beautiful. It's on a cliff. She had to drive up a cliff to get there, okay? beautiful scenery. She makes it to this school, she takes a scholarship, whatever, she's going to the school. So that's kind of her story. So as she's going to the school, she's kind of noticing a lot of weird things. Like the school is kind of unsettling, there's a lot of weird things going on. She finds out that there's a professor, which is actually the MMC. Yes, exactly. Yeah, you see where I'm going. His name is Vad. That kind of killed my vibe, but like they call him by his last name because he's a professor, so that made me feel better. But he's a professor, but he's also a student. I don't really know how that worked. I guess he's a student, but the role for being a professor was open and nobody wanted to take it but him, so they let him be both a teacher and a student. Whatever. So there's not like a weird age gap or anything, but he's a professor at this school and he has this weird, dark, mysterious vibe going on. He's like kind of scary to people because he's dated women at the school in the past and each woman he's dated is dead or has gone missing. So like everybody kind of stays away from him. And that's kind of like the plot, I guess. You just kind of go through all the weird things happening, like mysterious deaths, mysterious disappearances, like all these weird things happening at this university. And I guess she's gonna like uncover it. I don't really know, but I love it so far. I'm not gonna lie, I love it so far. I am eating it up. Whenever I read books like this where it's like kind of dark academia, and not even just dark academia, just like kind of gothic, I always think of Jenna Ortega as the FMC. I don't know why, but that's always my go-to because her vibe is just so perfect for like this kind of book. Like, oh my, the dark hair, the mysterious like feminine, oh, I love it. I always imagine Jenna Ortega. I don't know why, but that's who my FMC is for this book. But I'm really enjoying myself. I'm gonna read you guys like a few quotes and just like kind of descriptions of the school to kind of give you guys an idea. And also one of the things I love about Runix is she puts like pictures in her book. She did that in the Darkverse series as well. So she always puts like pictures on the chapters and they all represent the chapter. It's so cool. I love the art that she puts into her books. I think it's so special. Also, she mentioned Tenebrae in here. I don't know if you know, you know. Like I literally read that and I was like, Tenebrae, oh my gosh, I forgot this is Runix. Like, oh, it brought me so much comfort as soon as I read that. Like I forgot. I love when authors do that. Like I forget they can do that. Like that's not against the rules. They can do that. Okay, this is her dorm. Let me take these out so I can read this. Directly opposite the entry door was a large, stunning arched window that looked down at the castle fence amongst the lush green woods. The ceiling was high and had wooden beams she knew were a signature feature of Gothic architecture. Like imagine your dorm having, yeah, no. And then her classroom, okay, let me find the quote. It is crazy. So in her classroom, her view, like she sits in her desk, she looks like, and there's this huge window. This is her view in her classroom. A deep, drop-dead, gorgeous cliff went vertically down from the castle wall and into a sea of green. The view absolutely breathtaking. Like imagine being in class and your view is a cliff going down into a sea of water. I wish. But let me read you guys some. Okay, I'll read you guys one quote. That's enough. I'm reading enough, but like this is her description of the MMC the first time she sees him. He was beautiful in the way pain was beautiful because it tugged at the chest and made something visceral come alive in the stomach and caused blood to simmer in the veins. Enchanting in the way she imagined dark magic was because it twisted the air around it and warped the mind and overpowered the senses. Haunting in the way only very few living things could be because it sent a shiver down the spine and cloaked itself in the darkness and fed on the energy around them. I didn't even grasp half of what she just said, but I know it was beautiful. I know it was beautiful. Like imagine being described like that. There was also this one, which isn't her quote, it's Edgar Allan Poe, but it still made me laugh. I became insane with long intervals of horrible sanity. It's kind of funny, but it's not. That's not funny, but like it's a little funny. It's a little funny. Like, cause same. But anyways, yeah, that's all my updates. I am cozied up for the night. I took my everything shower. I'm going to literally binge read tonight and have a good time. I will see you guys when I have something new to say. Hey guys, okay, Gothicana update. So something I've noticed kind of off the bat and I tried to ignore, but now it's really bothering me. This book is insta-love. It is insta-love and I hate insta-love with a passion. It is probably like my least favorite trope. I don't even know if it's a trope, but I hate it so much. And they started liking each other within like 60 pages. I like when the characters don't even make eye contact till about I'd say like the 400 page mark. I'm good with that. Like, you know, they don't even know who they are. They don't even look at each other till like the, you know, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7, maybe third book in the series. You know, I love a good slow burn. But this is insta love, and that probably would have, I'm not gonna lie, it probably would have made me, I'm not gonna say DNF because I'm not strong enough to DNF a book. I always have to follow it through even if I hate it, but it definitely would have made me not like the story at all. But the thing that is saving it is the plot. There's definitely a plot, and it's thickening. It's getting so good. Somebody just died for like he just like died for no reason, like just killed himself. Read your trigger warnings. My gosh, it's getting so good, and there's a ball scene. We're about to get to the ball, and I love a good ball, especially because they're saying that at every ball somebody dies. So I don't love the romance. I don't love the romance at all. I don't like Vad. He is a red flag, and not the kind of shade of red that I like. I don't like him, I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying really hard to like him, but I just don't. He's like giving like wannabe Professor Bramwell, but he's just not there. But it's okay because I love Corvina. I love her. She can do no wrong. Like, she can do no wrong in my eyes. She's just a girl. She's just a girl, and I just love her. She's so cute, she's so cool, and she's just misunderstood. Like, I love her so much, and I especially love that she's still so mysterious to me because I'm almost halfway into the book and I still have no clue of her past. Like, I have no idea. We're like slowly kind of understanding what happened in her past and why she is where she is and why she is how she is and all of these things, but it's still like an utter mystery. Like, we still do not know, and I think that's what intrigues me to her so much. I love how mysterious she is. But Corvina, I support women's rights, but most importantly I support women's wrongs, and that's why I love Corvina. I wish it was fall right now because I would enjoy this book probably like a whole star rating more, but you know, it is summer. Okay, it is finally time to pick our third and final book. I could have waited till morning to do this, but I was a little too excited and I'm ready to pick our last read. So this time around we're doing it a lot differently, but a lot more fun. So this time around I'm going to give him 4 options. I've chosen 4 books, 2 of the books I own, 2 of the books I do not. So I'm giving him 4 options. All the genres are different for each of the books. And then, are you listening?
Yes, all the genres are.
All the genres are different for the books, and the way that you're going to choose it is I'm going to read you the first sentence in each of these books, and you're going to choose whatever one sticks out to you the most, and that's the one that's going to be our next read.
Okay, that sounds fun.
They're all different genres, so you don't have to worry about me repeating any. Book number 1 says, 26 years ago today, a man named Aaron Neerling was arrested in his home in Oregon.
That's it? That's all I get?
That's the first sentence. Second book. The devil had a wicked mouth and a voice as smooth as bourbon.
Okay.
Third one. The day my husband moves out of our apartment is also the day Resident Evil Village releases on PlayStation. You might be surprised which of these things lands with greater emotional impact. And then the last one, Christopher was dead.
Okay, and I have to pick one of those?
Yeah. Which one sticks out to you the most? Like, which one should I read?
I'm gonna do the 26 years ago.
26 years ago today, a man named Aaron. Why that one? I really thought you picked the PlayStation one. You gotta go to Target to get it. I'm not gonna tell you what it is.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pick it out. You're gonna recognize it, actually.
Okay, I'm ready to see it.
Let's go pick up our third and final book. I am excited for this one. I'm knowing how I read this person's books. I will be breezing right through it. Does that give you like a prediction?
Yes.
Who?
This is like Freedom McFadden.
Bro! Oh my gosh, you ruined my montage. It's Freedom McFadden. Guess which one it is?
It is Freedom McFadden.
Yeah, it's Freedom McFadden. First sentence, let's confirm. Our third book. I finished this a couple days ago and I was so conflicted on my thoughts. I don't know. It took me a while to kind of figure out how I felt, but I think I figured it out now. So I think my final rating for this book is going to be a 3.5, which honestly is not bad at all. It's actually a really good rating, but let me explain myself. This book probably would have been a 4.5 if it were not for the romance. I hated the romance so much. I'm not gonna lie. It was so insta love, insta lust. Like, I just hated how fast they fell for each other. I hated that so much, and it just like ruined the book for me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it low-key, like if they would have just took the romance out, the book probably would have been like a 4.5. I'm not even joking. There was literally a quote that said, they stopped fighting against the current and gave themselves to it, not knowing where it would land them. They never not once fought against the current. They immediately were infatuated with each other as soon as they saw each other and did not hold back anything. Like, that quote made me so angry because it's such a beautiful quote, but it does not apply to these two people. They had no restriction whatsoever. They immediately just fell for each other. They did not care that it was frowned upon. They didn't care that it was literally against the rules. They didn't care. They didn't care. They didn't even try to resist each other. Like, they immediately just fell for each other, and I hated that so much. I hate when that happens in a book. Do not ever give me an insta love recommendation. I will hate it. So that's what knocked the rating down for me. But what really sold the book for me, like what I liked about it, was the mystery. The mystery was so good, and it wasn't even the mystery itself. Like, the mystery itself was a pretty simple, you know, people are going missing, people are getting murdered, whatever. But what really made the mystery better was all of the spooky, mysterious, paranormal activity that was going on within the mystery. That's what really did it for me. Like, it was so spooky and low-key kind of scary. Like, there was some scenes in here where I was kind of scared, which I loved. I love when a book is a little bit spooky and a little bit mysterious. Like, not everything in this book was solved. Like, a lot of things were just left as a mystery, which a lot of people don't like, but I genuinely like that. Like, I like to not know, and I also like open-ending books. So like, you can take the ending how you want. This didn't have that, but like those kind of things that people normally hate, I actually genuinely love those things. This book definitely had the mysterious, like, you'll never know mystery to it, which I love, but it solved the main big mystery, which was all I needed. So 3.5 for Gothicana. Do I recommend it? Yes. Yeah. If you don't mind insta love, go for it. But personally, I do not like insta love, but I don't regret reading it. I do really like the vibes that the book gave. Like, this book had so much potential, but the romance was just awful. Like, the romance was so bad, and considering that this is literally a romance book, you know what I mean. So that's Gothicana. But in other news, we are now starting The Locked Door. This is a Freida McFadden book. If you guys don't know already, I love Freida McFadden with everything in me, but I do notice that after reading her books consistently for a while, I started guessing all of her plot twists, and it stopped being interesting to me. So I had to take a little Freida McFadden break, and it's been a couple months, so I'm hoping that this one hits, but I have no idea. I feel like I already know the plot twist, and I'm literally 40 pages into the book, so we're gonna see. But this book is about our friend. This book is about our main male character. This book is about This book follows Nora Davis, whose father, Aaron Neerling, was a serial killer, and she actually had no idea. She grew up with her mom and her dad thinking she had a really normal life, until one day the police found dead women in her basement, and her father was murdering young women in their basement. So now he's in jail. It's many years later, and she is actually a doctor or a nurse. She's a surgeon. Don't play. She's a surgeon. Okay, she's a surgeon, and one of her patients ends up dead, and the way that the patient dies is the exact same way her father used to kill his victims. Okay. She changed her last name. Like, she does not want anything to do with her father, so nobody knows that she's a descendant of her father. She just thinks she's a random person, so nobody tied the murder to her. But there is one person, one mysterious unknown identity person, who's trying to pin the murder on her, and we're kind of following her going through this murder. She's probably gonna try to like unveil, I don't really know, but that's the plot of the book. I'm excited. I'm gonna try to finish this. I'm gonna binge this today because I don't have much to do today. So I'm probably gonna end up binging this and hopefully finishing it today. We shall see. But I'm really excited. I love me some Freida McFadden. If you guys are new to books, I definitely recommend Freida McFadden because her thriller books are just so quick and so easy. Like, I typically finish her books no more than 2 days. It's a good little palate cleanser from all the romance I've been reading. I need some thrill. Okay. Also, one of the things I love about Freida McFadden is all of her female main characters are so realistic and funny and relatable. Like, I just love all of her female main characters. They're always so funny. Like, for example, so she's coming home from the bar, and she's like, she walks into her house and she's like, honey, I'm home. I call out. It's funny because, you know, I live alone. Like, I don't know, Frida McFadden is just so funny. Like, her humor is so dry, and she kind of puts that into her characters in her books, and it's so funny to me. Like, I actually genuinely laugh at the little humor that all of her characters have. I don't know, I just love her characters, and especially because she's a thriller author, and a lot of thrillers I read, I typically like never connect with the main characters, so like I don't really care if anything happens to them, and 9 times out of 10 something happens to them. So with Frida McFadden, I just love that she puts humor and makes her characters so realistic, so then when I'm reading the book, I'm like actually attached to this character because they're so, you know, they're not like surface level. I feel like a lot of thriller authors never focus on the main character, they just kind of focus on the plot, and so then it's just like, I don't really care what happens to you, I just want to uncover the plot, you know. But with Frida McFadden, I care about the main character. Like, I love her main characters, they're so funny and real, and I love them. But anyways, let's read The Locked Door. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm actually really enjoying this book, and I have my theory on who is behind everything, and I know I'm right. I just know, I always recognize based off the way Frida McFadden writes that character. Oh, I did not realize y'all could see. I didn't know y'all could see the feet. Okay. I always recognize the way Frida McFadden writes her antagonists, and I know exactly who it is. I know who it is. If I'm wrong, I will be so shocked. I will be so shocked if I'm wrong, but I just want to come in here and say that I know who it is, and in the next clip, we will see if I am correct in my prediction. I know I am, though. When am I ever wrong? But I'm a little over halfway. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. And one of the things I really like about Frida McFadden is she does not shy away from making a morally gray main character. Like, she doesn't care. That's what I'm saying. Her characters are so real. Like, she doesn't try to make them perfect. She doesn't try to make them innocent, like they can do no wrong. Like, if she wants her main character to be a horrible person, she will write her main character to be a horrible person. And that's what I always respect about Frida McFadden. Like, she keeps it real, and I like that. I don't know, there's so many Easter eggs, and I like don't know which ones I'm supposed to pick up on and which ones are just like there as a decoy. So I'm like trying to solve that. This is why I can't read thriller or mystery books, because I try to solve the mystery in my head, and then I end up like not spoiling it for myself, but like ruining it for myself, because I have so many theories and at least one of them is right every single time. Like, I can't just enjoy the book and read it and not think. Like, my brain automatically just starts solving it, and I hate that because I never get got, you know. I never get got by the plot twist because my brain is just always trying to work it out, and like it reads every single little detail that she writes. And or like not even just her, like just thriller authors in general. So I feel like thrillers don't get me anymore. So if you guys know of any thrillers that like genuinely got you, that you did not think would get you, please tell me, because I feel like I already read all the ones that get me. Like, I loved Never Lie got me, Housemaid got me, Silent Patient got me, and I think all the other thrillers I've read didn't. If they did get me, it was just like eh, you know. So if you guys know of any thrillers that like really got you, or not even thrillers, just like mysteries in general, that like you would have never, I would never predict it, please give me some recommendations, because I know I'm right. Like, I'm at least partially right. Okay, scratch that. I have 2 theories, and we're about to find out which one of them is true. I know one of them is true.
Chapter 44. 26 years earlier. Marjorie has
I was right. Wait.
Which makes the dizziness even
Wait.
worse. What are you talking about? Why do you think I was crying that day? Just into the darkness. But
Oh, I didn't know that either.
I shake my head, but I wasn't sure you would. Fortunately for her, I survived. And she didn't.
Okay, I have finished the book. Predict my rating on Gothicana, because you never predicted my Gothicana rating.
I think it's gonna get a solid 3.8.
That's your guess?
Yeah.
I rated it a 3.5. I liked it. 3.5
That
is good.
That's like average. It's
yeah,
an average
it was
book.
like average. I'm not really gonna remember it. And then guess what I rated The Locked Door?
I'm gonna give that a 4.5 then.
4.5?
Yes.
I rated it 3.5.
But you read it in a day.
I know, I always read her books really fast, but the plot was just like, it halfway got me. But the storyline was, it kept me intrigued. Her books always keep me intrigued though. That's what I love about Frida McFadden. But 3.5 for both of those books. So now let's do our wrap up. Okay, it is time for our wrap up. It feels like years ago that I read these books, but It was 3 days ago. So we started off so strong with this beautiful story. We read Powerless, and I'm so happy that I finally read this book. It was everything I wanted and more. It exceeded all of my expectations and I loved it so much. I'm genuinely so excited to wrap this video up so I can start Reckless and eventually get to Fearless. I'm so excited. This book was 5 stars and beyond. It has made it to my God tier books and I am so obsessed with it. I love it so much. I still think about Peyton and Kai and I'm just so excited to get back into their story and figure out where they're gonna take it from now. And I would 10 out of 10 recommend you guys read Powerless. Look at all my beautiful tabs. I literally ran out of tabs while reading this book and they were full. It was a full pack of tabs. So that's how good this book was. I definitely recommend you guys pick this up, especially if you have it on your TBR and you've been thinking about it. This is your sign. Pick it up. Then we picked up Gothicana. This had me very conflicted. I still don't really know where I stand, but I still feel confident on my 3.5 rating. The vibes that this book gave off were just beautiful and amazing and literally so perfect for fall time. So if you guys ever do want to read this book, I recommend waiting till spooky season. That is definitely prime time to read Gothicana. And I don't have any regrets. I genuinely enjoyed myself while reading this book. I just wish they would have did the romance a little bit different, but you know what? Some people like and still love. I'm just not some of those people. And then we ended off on a good note with The Locked Door by Freida McFadden, which I also rated 3.5 stars. I really enjoyed this story. I kind of liked our female main character, even though she was a little bit morally gray. There was parts of her that I very much disliked, but there was also parts of her that I very much liked. So that's why I'm just a little bit conflicted on how I feel about her. Because sometimes I liked her and sometimes I didn't, so I really don't know. But I did enjoy the story. I love Freida McFadden. Her stories always keep me tied and I always am able to binge read her books. I read this in a day and I recommend you guys pick this one up if you've been thinking about it. Maybe the plot twist will get you, because it kind of got me. It got me a little bit. Like it like half. It like 0.5 got me, you know? So The Locked Door, 3.5 stars. And that is it for all of my reads. I had such a great time. I think I enjoy having other people pick my books over me picking them, because then I kind of feel like I'm obligated to read it and then I'll actually get through it, versus when I pick my books, I take my time. Like I'm in no particular rush to finish the books, but with having somebody pick my books, it felt good looking forward to reading them and then getting to tell them what I thought of them. So I definitely enjoyed this take on a reading vlog. If you guys want any more reading vlogs, give me some recommendations in the comments and I will do them. I have one in the making right now that I'm excited for you guys to see. But if you guys have any more videos you want to see from me, let me know and I will see you guys on Sunday for our next video. And until then, bye. But before I go, do not forget that you guys can click the link in my description box to get your first purchase of a website or a domain on Squarespace using my code Cameron Kane. And yeah, I love you guys so much. I will see you guys on Sunday for our next video. And until then, bye. I love you so much.